Hi friends, welcome to Harmony Hills Home and Garden. I'm Jenny and we're gardening here in Baltimore, Maryland, Zone 7. Today is getting ready to rain on us. We are going to get this plant into the ground as soon as possible before the rain really hits. Come with me and let's see where we're going to do it. This is a sugar tip Rose of Sharon from Proven Winners. I bought it about 3 or 4 weeks ago and it's been sitting in its pot since then. Most of the buds have finished flowering. Because it's not under the nursery's care anymore, it was just sitting in my plant stash in my backyard, and then it spent 2 weeks with my friend watering it while I was gone in Minnesota. So it's not looking its best right now, but it is still healthy, it's still going to thrive. I'm going to be placing this into an area that will soon become a new flower bed planting area, but right now it's still lawn. So let me describe to you what I'm doing. Okay, so all of this area here is lawn right now, but it's going to become planting space. I'm going to be taking this flower bed edge that I just recreated, and instead of having it go toward the backyard, it's going to now come this way into a nice curve all the way over to the cherry tree. So the new bed will come to about right here or so, and that means that that stone pathway needs to be extended out and to the lawn about right here. It also means that that area of grass between those stumps of yew shrubs, that area of grass is where our mail carrier walks, and so we'll also probably be putting some stones there for the mail carrier to be able to get around the neighborhood easily. So if there are stones coming from here and stones coming from here to meet it, that means that this area will all be planting space. Now, this shrub gets to be about 4 feet, 5 feet tall, I believe. I might be mistaken about that, but I think it's about 4 to 5 feet tall and wide. And so it'll be about like this. And I think that by planting it right here, it'll be a nice anchor to this side of the flower bed. Now let me talk a little bit about what you see in here right now. This is an eastern snowball viburnum. I just planted this last spring. This is a skip laurel that we used to have in the side yard where the planter box is now, but the black walnut tree was killing it. So we transplanted it. We crossed our fingers and hoped that we got enough root ball to be able to transplant it successfully into this spot. You can see we have not been terribly successful with it, but there is still a little bit of green material on here. So I'm going to do just a really hard prune on this and see if it will come back next season, but I'm not hopeful. I think we're going to end up losing this, in which case we'll deal with that when it comes. Okay, and then these stumps back here are yew shrubs that had gotten way overgrown. They don't belong to us, they belong to our next door neighbors, and our neighbors a couple of years ago actually trimmed them down, did a really hard prune on them, and was hoping that they would come back and flush out with new green growth. Clearly they haven't done that. So I don't know what our neighbor's plans is for these yew stumps. I don't know if they're going to take them out or if they're going to leave them there for a while. I don't know, but they're not mine, so I can't really do anything with it. So I'm going to be planting some mostly evergreens, but some deciduous shrubs along this area to kind of, you know, beautify the space from this angle, let's say. Anyway, that's where that shrub is going to go. So I'm just going to get to digging and hopefully get it in before the rain really turns heavy. I have a container here to catch extra dirt, and I don't have any biotone right now. I used it all up right before I went on vacation. So I'm going to be putting plant tone into this root hole, into the planting hole. I think it's probably going to be just fine, but I wish I had biotone, but I don't happen to have any right now. So. Now, if this were in a place where it wasn't going to be becoming flower bed very soon, I would not have put the dirt onto the grass. But because this space is going to become planting space very shortly, the grass doesn't bother me, so yeah, I've got extra dirt in the grass now. Oh well. I hope you can hear me over all the noise. This soil that I dug out is completely riddled with wild onion bulbs, and these are so annoying in the spring. They come up everywhere. The birds spread them around, and also the seeds fly around, and they multiply on their own. So this entire space is covered with wild onions each spring. So I think it's a lost cause to try to get these out as I'm backfilling, but maybe I'll get the big ones and hopefully avoid having the big ones at least flowering next spring. All right, that's in. Now I just need to pull the hose over and do some watering. Well, this plant is in the ground now. I'm really pleased with this placement. I think it's going to be great. It will get part sun. It's not going to be a very full sun location, except for the fact that the sun, this is the south that way behind you as you're watching, and the sun in the summer does take this track that goes between the trees and kind of at an angle. So the sunlight does hit that area directly for a few hours a day, but mostly it's dappled sun and a little bit of full sun. So I think it'll be okay here. And I'm eager now. Now that we're back home from our vacation and I've got the front foundation almost buttoned up, I'm eager to start over here. We're going to be doing some exciting things on this north-facing garden. So I hope that you will consider subscribing to our channel and coming back and watching us do more fun things over the course of the next month or two. So thank you for joining me today, and I'll see you in another video real soon. Bye.